What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. We're at the home gym today. I figured we take this as an opportunity to, take you through a light back workout, but at the same time recap the powerlifting meet that participated in March 17th. So we were over at the pit in Hillsborough, North Carolina, and that was my first time doing a powerlifting meet in 5 years. For those of you who don't know, powerlifting is what got me into competing in strength sports, that is. So I started in powerlifting in 2016. I did 3 powerlifting meets, and then 2017 I did a 4th meet. Then I did a strongman competition. So from there, kind of went full force into strongman, and this past weekend was really just for fun. And yeah, we're gonna recap some lifts, check out through a light back session, and keep it simple. So at powerlifting, you have 3 lifts, like I mentioned. You have squat, bench, deadlift, and you do them all in that order. So we started off with squats, and this was the lift I was most nervous about, simply because when I'm real deep into a strongman prep, the first thing that usually goes in a bad way is my knees. So my knees usually start hurting me. So with that being said, I take out squats first. I know I should keep squats in for the whole prep, but it's just a matter of when I have so much heavy stress on my knees from all these other events, I'm just like, well, that's the one thing that can go, so it's got to go. So with that being said, my hips, my knees, they weren't really conditioned for the squat. So it took about a good 5 weeks to get acclimated to squatting again. And then I don't even know what happened during the prep. 4 weeks, I feel like I didn't squat. I was on the road, I was doing stuff around the house and just kind of not really prioritizing my squat training. And then of course, 3 weeks out, I'm like, oh shoot, I should probably get back to squatting. Anyway, all that in mind, warmed up thoroughly, and I opened with 380 pounds, simply because the heaviest I'd gone in the past 2 weeks leading up to the meet was 385. So I figured, get on the board, do something that's comfortable, and then from there we'll see how it feels, and then we'll make our jump. So I'll put that 385 opener on the screen right here in a second. That went well. 2 white lights, I think they said like I had soft knees in the beginning or something. But hit 430, that one was 3 white lights, but it was a whole lot more strain than I was hoping for. But fortunately, having a strong back, strong posterior chain, we're able to come out of that with no problem. So from there, the next jump we made was to 460. And let me tell you, when I unracked it, I was like, yo, this feels like 560, not 460. So anyway, unracked it, took my steps back, and I was just like, the first 2 were good on depth. Let me cut this one a little high and kind of see if the judges will be lenient. And got 3 reds. So obviously that means I wasn't low enough. And to be low enough, your hip crease has to be below the top of your knee. And I think I was right at parallel. Are we upset about it? Not at all. We survived. So from there, we moved on to bench press. A safe opener for that one was 275. So that's what we went with. So after we hit the 275 opener, I felt comfortable enough to go 292. And that moved really well. And I hadn't probably benched 300 once in the gym within recent times without elbow sleeves and all that good stuff. So I felt confident enough in the way that 292 moved. That plus being at a competition, it makes even more sense to go for broke in a competition, because what do you have to lose, right? You're either gonna make a small jump, it moved well, then you have regret that you didn't go for the bigger number, or you just, gamble, go for the bigger number, and if you hit it, great. If you don't, then you're not really missing anything, as long as you stay healthy, that is. So made the jump to 308, and I only made the jump to 308. It would have been a competition PR. The most I ever done was 303 at that meet I did in 2020s. But I got about halfway up, and then they had to save me, which it is what it is. We live to bench another day, but I'm gonna take a bench break right now. Deadlifts. If you know me, then you know deadlifts are by far my favorite movement. So no matter how squats go, no matter how bench goes, I always have deadlift to rely on. Last meet I went 616, 660, then I tried to go for 672, got it to my knees, didn't happen. So this time we opened with 600, jumped to 40 because that was the heaviest that I had hit in training leading up to this meet. And then that moved pretty decent. And it was to the point where, once again, I'm not coming to this powerlifting meet to try to tie what I've done before, right? Especially if you've gotten a little bit stronger over the years. So I was like, all right, cool. I can go 300 kilos, which is 660 again. I can go 302 and a half, which is like 666. We ain't doing that. So I was like, all right, I had 305 in my head, so we're gonna load 305 up. 305 kilos is 672 pounds. Came up, same approach as normal, flew off the ground. Now, the biggest difference between strongman and powerlifting when it comes to deadlift is just what's allowed as mechanisms of getting it from point A to point B, and then as far as the gear that you're allowed, okay? So powerlifting, you're not allowed to use straps, so you have to go mixed grip, and you have to wear tennis shoes, or your feet have to be covered. Strongman, and you can only wear one belt. Strongman, you can wear a soft belt, you can wear a hard belt over that, you can use lifting straps, and you can wear shoes if you'd like, or be barefoot. I choose to be barefoot because even though the sole of a shoe isn't that thick, every little centimeter counts when it comes to lowering your center of gravity. So, and you're allowed to hitch, ramp, which is basically using your legs to support the weight on the way up, versus it being a clean lift. We got clean lift, everything locking out simultaneously. Hitching or ramping in strongman is gonna look like this. The knees are coming forward, kind of obstructing that straight bar path. Boom, kind of using the rest of my body and my legs to support that weight. I told my wife, I said, I'm at the point in my lifting career and just needing every little bit to count towards my confidence that if that bar breaks the ground, I don't care what the rules are. I need to know for my own confidence that I can pick this weight up, I can hold it at the top, no matter how it gets there. So it started moving really well, flew off the ground, like I said, got it above the knee, kind of like the bottom third of my thigh, started slowing down. All the baby powder in the world couldn't help your boy out. So I was like, you know what, once again, I'm not putting this down. So started leaning back, knees come forward, and just kind of any means necessary to lock it out. Yes, once again, same thing with the squat. Did it come off the ground and lock out? Yes. Was it to the correct standards? Absolutely not. And I knew it wasn't, but it was more for, like I said, it was my own win. It wasn't to try to win this competition or, you know, win the judges over anything. I knew those red lights were coming, but it was more satisfactory to know that I can lift close to 700 pounds even when I'm not properly peaked and prepared for it. So, you know, at the end of the day, I competed in the 220 pound division and I weighed in at like 205 with my clothes on. So it was just for fun. Had us a great time. Went to eat some Mexican food after. And, you know, this week has been spent back to strongman, our true love, and, you know, still keeping those elements of squatting, benching, deadlifting, of course, because you have to deadlift in strongman, but just working those variations and trying to get my body healthy. So appreciate you guys tuning in to this recap, this little bitty back garage home gym session. And, you know, we'll see y'all in the next video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend. Peace.